Hi, and welcome to the Science Fantasy Experience, and to Sept'Toy'Ber. Yeah, see what I did there? Again, just like August. Also in November. Yeah, making videos has not been a priority really, as of late. I've enjoyed having a little break from it, to be honest, but I've had kind of so much on with birthdays, weddings, Halloween, bonfire night, and just work, and just generally enjoying family time that I've either been too tired to make videos or not really been in the zone. But I've definitely got toys to talk about for the past, couple of months. So let's have a look at what I picked up in September. So I'd mentioned in my previous August video that I envisioned September being more of a low-key month for toys, as I'd kind of got it in my mind that I wanted to not indulge too much. The fact that I've got a couple of pre-orders expected for Q4, and also I've got so much still to unbox and fiddle about with that I just, if I saw something, I'd get it, and one pre-order. So I've got 3 things, and 2 were definitely opportunities, and then a pre-order came in after a very long wait at the end of the month. Well, the first pickup was definitely an opportunity that I couldn't not take. I was on my way back from a walk and I passed XS Comics. And the thing with XS Comics is it's only run by a couple of guys, so it's every time I've ever tried to go there, it's been closed or they're out to lunch. And with the 3 lockdowns, it was always closed. So the very first time I got to go in there, they had something very desirable, and that was Marvel Legends Firestar. Why I didn't pre-order this back, I feel like it could have been last year, I don't know. Just, it was foolish of me not to, being that I've been trying to create a Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends display shelf. But that's the beauty of XS Comics. Predominantly a comic book store, but they have adult collectibles and a few toys here and there. And because they were being closed for so long and don't always open, their selection of stuff is so random and varied that you can find stuff or bits and pieces that are obscure or harder to find that are going out of stock everywhere. Because I was seeing that Firestar was now literally out of stock with all the main suppliers. I can't always get to Forbidden Planet in Southampton because I know that they had a few there. So going into XS Comics and seeing one, I was just like, you're coming home with me that day. Finally, I have a representation of Iceman, Spider-Man and Firestar now. I really like the look of Firestar. They've given her an incredibly slender but athletic body. Not so keen on that head sculpt. That one, that's very much the cartoon, and obviously it comes with a Miss Lion, an integral part of the cartoon. Some nice artwork on the back. I'm really not fussed on the black Marvel Legends boxes. I couldn't be bothered with the outer packaging, but if you look behind, there's a picture of their apartment, which is awesome. When Peter pulls his medal and it flips around and shows all their high-tech computer equipment. Yeah, I'm super excited to get her out of the box. So I've now got a Firestar, an Iceman, and a Spidey, all of varying scales, which is going to be super cool to display. Going to open up Spider-Man at some point. You know, I've had this since like January and I've just not had the time. I'm running out of display places. Some stuff's going to have to go back into storage. Vintage style, 3 3/4. I've still got so much love for 3 3/4 figures that they're going to look so bizarre together at the various scales. This is like super posable, so I'm going to be able to put him into a wall crawling stance or a very hunched look. I'll probably get a flight stand, I reckon, to have a Firestar up high. And then, because these were like, they were like £9 in a supermarket, and they had one in Asda and they had one in Sunner Toys. So, you know, always leave one for the next collector, so I can have one open and I don't have to destroy the beautiful artwork. So we are into the middle of September, and I look over to the display and I see the Quintesson, which I'd had for a month or so, and I just thought, he looks lonely. He needs a companion piece, obviously. That's my jam. I like to have a couple of corresponding pieces that go together. So I had a look online and realised that I'd missed the boat on the Alicon. And I was kind of a bit gutted. I was like, I didn't really want it when it came out. But, you know, just time passes. Realised that the Quintesson was a really cool, fun toy and obviously needed something to go with it. But lo and behold, local to me, Max and Me Love Toys had one in stock. Bit of a dinged up box, but that was on the listing, and I really couldn't care about the boxes for Transformers. So I jumped on the chance to get one. So here we have the Alicon, and robot mode is absolutely awesome. His land shark monster mode is poor, really terrible in my opinion, but it totally makes up for it in robot mode, and I don't plan on having him in his land shark mode. The colours are great. It's super, like, considering he's not the biggest bot, he's super posable, not kibbly, apart from his kind of his arms, but I don't mind that so much. Perfect head sculpt, just like the movie, and he looks so great next to the Quintesson. It still bugs me to this day that he's called the Alicon, that stupid fan name. He's a Sharkticon. It's the Quintessons and the Sharkticons. I always, because he's a land shark, why are they just not both called Sharkticons? Ones that look like piranhas with legs, ones that look like land sharks. But that's just me. Also scales well with those purple pointy warriors. War for Cybertron Alicon. Totally not going to reciprocate, is he? Many years ago, I picked up the Transformers Vault book, and when I got to page 33, I came across this, And I was like, who on earth is that? Which Seeker is that? That is some unreleased G2 packaging artwork for Decepticon Sandstorm. So they were going to redeco a Seeker into a desert camo jet, and I was just like, wow. And I was just like, why did eHobby not like make this? And never in my wildest dreams did I think a toy would ever get made of that. I didn't think Hasbro would go into that kind of unreleased territory. It's just, I just didn't think it was their thing. But obviously last year it got revealed, scheduled for a December release. Sadly that did not happen in the UK. You know, it was meant to be my return to picking up mainline Transformers. That was going to be the bot that I chose to kind of reintegrate into collecting Transformers again, because I hadn't picked up anything since like Power of the Primes. Some G1 bits here and there. That's a whole different thing. So yeah, when I saw it and what it looked like just in promotional images, I was just like, God, I've got to have that. So Cyclonus ended up being the first mainline figure I got, and what a tough act to follow that is. It's possibly like one of the best Transformer toys in the last like 10 years. That thing's incredible. But finally, at the end of September, after months and months of anguish, we have Decepticon Sandstorm, and he is incredible. They've got it so close to that picture, but also embellished it a hell of a lot. It's a great mould to have used. I ended up getting G2 Ramjet before, just because that looked so cool. No kind of interest in that either before. I'd never had any G2 toys as a kid. I was out of Transformers by the time of G2, but something like this, just, I love that uniqueness to it. The sad collector in me would have liked some black hands and some red accents on the feet to make it as close as you can to that artwork, but you don't actually see the back on that artwork, but you can see that it's covered in desert camo, and they've done that awesome thing of putting, I guess, a shark or just a true fighter plane interest to it, and then the camo goes all over. It's stunning, and I can't believe it's something that got made. Hands up to you, Hasbro. It's incredible. It's a perfect toy for my type of collecting needs, and it was well worth the wait. Fun that they made it a cone head as opposed to the traditional, and some great red eyes, and this yellow absolutely pops. As I said, it's close to the picture as it can kind of get. Black hands, but yeah, Generation Selects G2 Sandstorm. I could not show his stunning alt mode. It's fantastic. Yeah, it's a bit of a bulky underneath, but it's pretty much hidden, especially on a stand, and then with his counterpart. God, these are stunning. They're so, so good. That was Sept'Toy'Ber. I've been Rudy Sassoon, and always remember, it's as much about play as it is display. Thanks for watching.